welcome back everyone. Another set of CSL After Dark with Kevin Plowman and Grant Zemp. On to 10 ball again here. Fifth set, these guys are even through 4 sets. 2 sets each. Grant won the first 8 ball set 7-1. Then Kevin won the 10 ball 7-5. Then Kevin won the 9 ball 7-1. Followed by Grant winning the 8 ball 7-3. That takes us into this 5th set. And Kevin plays what we call a shot to nothing. Although he thinks the 10 in the side. No, now he's called the corner. Maybe he should look at the shot before he calls something. Is that considered coaching? Is it wired? Yeah. To one of those 2 pockets.
Yeah, we're gonna go corner.
He's gonna play the corner side.
10 ball in the corner.
These guys are playing wild 10 ball rules. So close. Oh, and he's gonna get what he deserves.
2 goes in the corner.
Yeah,
Well, I'm pretty sure I'm gonna call it 10 inside.
he should just run out here, but I mean,
No, I shouldn't run up here.
you also should just take the easy win. When you're playing a guy with a hat like that. 1-0, Mr. Zemp. Make sure you guys are sharing that stream lots for us. I'm following along with the comments on the Facebook and the YouTube. So feel free to comment along with both.
There's another saying, serves you right.
So Grant tried the left side corner, didn't work. The right side corner worked, but cue ball straight in the side.
So we're even. We want to do the same thing as last time? Well, I'll play another set after. If Ben has to go, then that's fine. Okay. No, I was just wondering if you want to do like the 50 and the 100. Yeah. Same thing we did last time. Yeah. We can do another set after this too.
What's happening? This set is for. So this is still the same.
Still the same for now.
That's all I need to know. I don't want to be too nosy, you know. It's not none of my business really. How many tomatoes you guys play for? Tomatoes or cheese curds, maybe. Number of poutines. Onions. I like it. I don't think the 10 ball combo. I like that. Tasty or make you cry, playing for the onions. Kevin looked at the 10 ball combo, then realized the 7 was there. He was hoping that somehow he could slash the 10 in.
Hoping for turn right there.
I think the 10 off the 7 bank corner is pretty wired. I don't know why he hasn't shot it already, but.
I don't know what he's waiting for.
tried to flick off the 7 in. I like the thought. That was probably the way to go. He needed to open the 7 on that shot. I don't think he could wait longer to do it.
Well, that didn't break out.
Grant tried to punch into it as well. Is anybody out there in comment land? Facebook or YouTube? Are you guys alive out there? Hopefully you guys can hear me. I was hoping Larry would sit in with me later on, but he bailed. So you guys are stuck with just me. Not the best safety, but it's a trap. Don't think he was playing the combo. I'm pretty sure he was just playing the cue ball behind the 6. So Grant has the option in 10 ball because it's call shot. Grant has the option to make Kevin shoot again, which he won't. He's going to play it safe and break the 7 out. This is a really good shot. That could be one of the better shots we've seen tonight so far. Not only did he play safe and break out the 7, but he played a really good safe. He froze the cue ball up on that 10 there. So I see the comments just weren't loading on the tablet here, so I just got to reset the tablet. Try to get these Facebook comments to load up. I see your comments now. Todd and Laura. Grant slams in that 7 ball down there, and this 10 balls for a 2-0 lead, which I think is very key for him in this set, being that he lost the 10 ball and the 9 ball in the last round of sets. If you guys are looking at getting one of those sweet shirts like Grant is wearing there, go check out jamupapparel.com. You can find the CSL IPL League shirts there, as well as some other really great designs. If you guys are heading to Vegas, Jam Up is a great place to go get your team shirts. Fully customizable apparel, really nice light fitting shirts, which is great for Vegas too, being so hot and humid. Sticks the cue ball good there, but balls don't tend to go in from the corner. I think he had to stick to the break he used last time they played 10 ball. It was successful. He just didn't take full advantage every time. But I do recall a couple times he made a ball and had shape on the 1. What is Kevin's Fargo? Maybe Kevin knows. Most players know. 597 to 99. Under 6 is all that matters, he says.
Correct.
Grant is over 6, so.
Just barely.
Just barely. And Kevin is just barely under. So.
Play like a 400.
Sometimes. Oh, he goes around the backside of it. And he's going to give up ball in hand here for Grant. Mind you, not a routine out from here. 4 balls tough, 5 balls tough. Got the cue ball around the 7, just enough to be able to cue this clean. What's up, Sean Jolie? And everyone else tuning in late on Saturday night. Thank you guys. Make sure you're sharing that stream lots for us. Place the corner on the 4, and I assume the 5 goes from up here. That's how he played it. Oh, he tried to play the 3 rail, stick him safe. Got a jelly roll on the 7.
Was supposed to be behind the 6.
Couldn't have worked out much better than that.
Table love.
Could be true, Laura. One rail here looks like. Don't mind going 2 in behind it. Might get safe that way. Yeah, he's thinking the same. 2 in behind it, but he didn't get the hit again. Another ball in hand for Grant. Just needs to navigate shape for the 6 in the side next. Green 6. Yeah, very close on that one, Laura. Very close. Kevin said the kick machine is broken. Yeah, 3 rail there too, but I don't think it was as natural of a save from the 3 rail. I think the 2 rail hit properly and at the right speed was probably going to be safe, but look at this. He's scratched from ball in hand. Gives the table a kick.
I should have went with plan A.
That was a little unfortunate. Slopped in there too, but didn't want to be anywhere near there. Let's see if Kevin can take advantage, get on the board here. That could be a big game in this set. We've all done it. Scratch from ball in hand. It's never a good feeling. Plowman on the board. 2-1 now, race to 7. Make sure you guys go check out the CSLIPL.com website. You can play from anywhere in the world, anytime. There's no schedule to the matches. Just go live on the Facebook group page at your leisure once a week, or multiple times a week if you're playing in different games. He got into that one nice. But the cue ball got kicked in. Ball in hand for Grant, but another tough layout here. Don't think the 2 ball goes by the 5. He tried to go into it. That didn't work, he says. If he can get a nice safe here, though, he could get Plowman on 2. Not easy to get safe, mind you. He's not happy with himself there. Another mistake from ball in hand. Trying to send the cue ball behind the 7. It gets behind the 3, 6. It's a good shot. Worked out well. Don't think he could have predicted the 2 ball going all the way up there, but he did have a lot of balls to hide behind.
That was more my main concern.
Get the cue ball safe, yeah. Kevin's looking at going between the 310, massing to the rail. I think it's just a 2-rail hit. This direction he's looking now. Has to make sure he gets a hit here. With where the 3-4 is. Super important to just get the hit, but he got really unlucky. Double kiss the 9 to scratch. I don't think just flicking the 9 would have made it scratch. It had to double kiss. So now Grant's left with this choice. Does he try to run this out? Does he play the combo, or does he try to 3-foul Kevin? In 10-ball or 9-ball, you can 3-foul your opponent to win a game. So if they consecutively foul 3 times, they lose the game. But I do like what he's doing here, because it's pretty easy to hit the ball most times off, you know, multiple rails. So better to run out. Take control. Also, long race like this, race to 7. It's not too long, but it's long enough where you want to get in stroke. So just playing safe over and over again isn't getting you in stroke. Oftentimes, it's good to just try to run these racks, build some confidence. A little steep on the angle there, so he's going to run it around. Pretty sure he wanted to go around the 9 as well. He got a little lucky.
This is exactly the shot.
He had that shot earlier and he hit it pretty bad, but the cue ball was closer to the rail. It was much tougher. That one he hit really good. Got pretty thin on the 9 and lost the cue ball a bit, but I think he's okay. I think he's just okay to cut this ball in. Big shot here. Oh no, he almost did it again.
Back to mean muggings.
He scratched on the case ball earlier. Nonetheless, good finish there. Playing with the Jacoby Black shaft, Grant is. If you guys are looking at getting your hands on one of those, shoot us a message or an email. They will ship it right to your door to fit your cue. We do get a slight discount on those if you guys are interested. Grant to break up 3-1. Cue ball again. This cue ball has got eyes for the pocket. Oh, these balls lay real nice. 2 near the pocket. The 4 right over the side. And that's pretty much the work, is getting a good angle on the 5 to get to the 7. Lucky Grant. And then unlucky there that the cue ball scratched. So it comes and goes like the rest of us. Although, mind you, I do get lucky often. He well overstroked that. He had a lot of table to work with, too. That could be a key mistake if he can't figure out a way to get safe or pot this 4. I'm not sure the jump is on here. Pretty far over the 7. Tough to keep the cue ball on the table there. And I think he has to cut it a little, which sends the cue ball towards the bottom right corner as well. Yeah, Larry would just play the Z shot. I don't know if you guys saw Larry play that Z shot the other night. That was one of the best shots I've seen on this table in a long time. Maybe ever. He was playing the big masse there, and that's a tough shot to get the speed right on. Very tough. So ball in hand for Grant here to try to get to 4-1. Big game here. Big game for both players. And yeah, Larry, when we put your Z shot in the highlight reel, we're going to edit out the shot after. We'll have to like edit in a shot where you made the 8 ball after. And Eric, thank you, of course, for playing session 1. I definitely think playing the Ghost in a competitive setting like that is going to make you a much better player. He hit that with not as much control as he could have. I think he was a little frustrated there. But I still think he could have possibly controlled the kick safe a little better. That got away from him a little. He's been down here shooting this shot a handful of times. Tendency to overrun that shot. and a tendency to hit that shot the exact same way. Overcut. I think something great about playing on the stream too is you can sort of get caught up in the moment and not realize those small errors. But if you're able to go back and watch, you can pinpoint those mistakes and know what to work on. Of course, playing on the same table lots, you'll get used to the way the rails react and the speed of the cloth and stuff, but certain shots can use some work always. And if you're curious about Eric Ritter playing in session 1, he played in the CSL IPL session 1. Session 2 coming up in a little over a week. And a little under a week to sign up. Make sure you guys check out the website. Get your registrations in soon. Dry break from Grant there. And a shot at the 1, but a very thin cut. Possible safe shot here instead, which is not easy either. Got enough siding to stay behind the 2. It's a good shot. Made it look a lot easier than it was. That was a very tough shot to control that spin like that. Grant's going 2 rails here to try to hit the 1. Took a bit of a flyer at it. Somewhat got away with. I don't think the 1 passes the 7 into the side. So I might see another safe shot from Kevin here. And Boss Mustang wants to know, if Kevin were to hit the 10 ball softer in the side, would he make it more often? So my thought on that is there's kind of a medium speed there where the ball stays straighter. So that's why you see him hit it a little harder. I tend to find it's tough to roll those balls in and trust that they're going to stay straight. So there is that happy medium sort of where you find that nice speed where it stays straight but it's not too hard. But if I could play a stop shot on every ball, that's the perfect speed. Yeah, no justice there for a good shot. But I don't mind him jumping this. I think he'll get close here. It's a little tricky to reach. A little far over the 2, which makes the double hop come into play. Don't want to hit it too hard. He did really well there to get a hit and stick the cue ball behind this wall of balls here. Well, we hope you feel better soon too, Laura. Flicked it. Did he get away with it? He did not. So Grant has the 1, but 2 ball next is not easy. So he opts for the safety, but did it leak out?
It's supposed to stay on the 2.
It did leak out. Could be a trap. 2 ball is in a weird spot here, and then the 3-4 combo afterwards makes it much tougher. And I like what Kevin did here. Although he's called the 10. I didn't want to say anything because he's pretty close standing on this end of the table, but I thought he played shape for a safety there. I thought he could just send the cue ball into the, the 2 ball into the 9 and stop the cue ball behind the 6. He liked the flyer at the 10, but seemed like a low percentage shot to me. Seemed like the safety on the 6 was maybe 90% success rate. And Laura, don't worry at all about how you'll play after. Sometimes that little break can do wonders for your game. Kind of like hitting the reset switch, you know? Still somewhat like riding a bike, but I tend to find those breaks can help you lose some bad habits. So you kind of go back to the basics. And you're not thinking about all the balls you've missed in the last little while, or you know, that same shot that you keep hitting a weird way. This looks like 5-1. Grant. $5-01. Mr. Zemp taking control of the 10 ball set this time. Looking good here. If you're looking at getting one of those nice shirts like he's wearing there, go check out jamupapparel.com. Lots of different options on there, but also they do amazing custom work if you guys are looking for custom team jerseys. Go check them out. Make sure you tell them Q Sports Live sent you. Another dry break from Grant here. He may have to figure that out, or he may just stick to it because it's kind of working. Another piece of advice I would have for you, Laura, is don't feel like you're the only one. There's a lot of players that have been on a longer break than 3 months too. Personally, I know a ton of players who haven't hit a ball for 6 months just from all this lockdown stuff. Small jump over that ball. Got just enough draw that he can see the 3 here. That's a good shot from Grant. And yes, you're right, Eric. Grant is playing good, and Kevin is a formidable opponent. Rolls that in nicely. Picks the window between the 4-8. So he's got a shot on this 4. Plays the corner. Slightly misjudged. I think what happened there was he hit it just a little thick. So it kind of went into the left side of the pocket as we were looking at it. And then he hit the 5 too thick. or thicker than he anticipated. He hits it a little thinner. I think he runs into less of the 5 and probably gets a better look. He's going to be in jail after this shot, I think. I am surprised he went that way. I thought he might have sent the 5 up table near the 9 and played the cue ball behind the 6-8. Grant calls the 7. I thought the safe was pretty routine there too. Turns out it was. He's full ball hooked him. Little fortunate. If the 7 had have gone in, this would have been Grant shooting this. You'll see Kevin try to find a good way to kick this and try to get some sort of safe. Can't quite jump because you need to be left-handed for that. So he's going 2 rails this way because the 5 can end up table. That's a really good shot. Little unfortunate he didn't have a better result. Great effort though. Short side shape from Grant there, played really well. Stay on the short side of the 7 as well. Another good shot. He would have liked to punch out a hair further than that, but I think he's okay. Can play the side here. Then shoot the 9 in the bottom left. He wanted to go the other way, play the 8 in the bottom left, shoot the 9 in the bottom right, but so he tries to spin around. Well under hit.
Nope, not even close.
And misses the bank by a lot. What's going to happen here? Not much. This is a great chance for Kevin to get himself back in this match here. Oh, he hit it really slow. And we were talking a minute ago about, you know, the speed to hit balls, and that was the kind of shot I think he was better off sort of hitting a little firmer, just coming back and forth across and not trying to baby that one. He might have decelerated a little. That might have caused that as well, but I feel like he had to just get into that ball a little more. Nonetheless, 6-1, Mr. Zemp on the hill. Shape on the 1.
Yeah, didn't make ball though.
That's about it.
Did you say that's irrelevant?
No, that's about it, I said.
I thought you said no, that's irrelevant. Good shape on that.
It's pretty close. Pretty close to the same thing.
Yeah.
Derek.
I thought you dogged the shit out of me right there.
Derek, you can play me later this week. Grant's fully booked up for the next 2 months. With rematches alone. But I have some openings. Hit that a little thick. Still made the pot, but tough position here. Aren't we all looking for a little easier action, Derek? Misplayed that ball, and now he's half ball hooked on the 5. It's got the edge, but I don't think it does him much good. Bernie, that is correct. And Laura, more or less a center ball hit with full contact. That's right. A lot of the top players, they slightly elevate and they hit just above center cue ball. And that's where you see like SVB and players like that where the cue ball pops up in the air when it hits the head ball. That's the slight elevation, and the just above center cue ball sort of makes it pop, and then it sort of just drops down and stays where it is. Should see Grant close it out here. Should be out to take a 1-set lead. And these guys will be playing again. So don't go anywhere. Wacy. Everyone's looking for this easy game, you know? The easy action. How about we play even and see how it goes? 7-1 Grant in that set. So we'll be back in about 5 minutes, guys. We'll shut down and restart. And we'll be back with a set of 9-ball. Make sure if you haven't already, click the like button on the Facebook and subscribe on our YouTube channel.